Okay, here's how to do some motion analysis on Logger Pro. First of all, you'll want to make this as big as possible. That helps a lot. Then you're going to insert a movie of some sort that you've already recorded. That's the easiest way anyway. I'll pick mine. This is one I recorded last year. This is the video of a basketball drop. Now it's turned sideways as you can see, but I don't really care because I'm just analyzing motion. I'll take it back to where I want to start, which will be roughly here. That's fine. I can even back it up a little more. And then I'm going to press on a little analysis. I'm going to zero things. So I'll say this is the 0 mark, like that. And I'm going to say that the length of my assistant from here to here is, that's the wrong button. The height from here to here of my assistant, so that has some legs, is 1.72 meters. That's actually just a guess. That's there. Now you can hide these things and you're ready to capture with this. And so every time you click on the object, if it's a large object, you'll want to just make sure that you are on the same point on the object, so you can decide what part you want. If it's a large object and you just want to generally know it, you got to figure out what the center of mass is. That would be best anyway. There can be problems with things like spinning objects, rotation. So this is looking pretty good. Almost done. A little crooked there. I could continue and kind of see what happens once it bounces. It also hit the net, as you can see, which actually gives it a very nice little anyway, that goes on and on. So once I've done that, I'm happy with that. Okay, you can actually see all the points that you've done or hide them. You can select that. Anyway, let's get this out of the way. There's the graph, looks pretty good. Then I want to analyze it. Now I'm not particularly interested in the the Y position, since it's been reversed. This position, that's simply a drift sideways that was going on with the ball. Not particularly interested in that, so I'm actually only going to study the this position, which is the actual fall. You select your data that you want. So let's say I want these points of data like this, and then I can go to analyze. This is obviously a curve fit. Now I know that it's a quadratic by the equation S equals UT plus 1/2 AT squared. So there it is. I'll try the fit very nicely. I'll say OK. Now I was interested in determining the acceleration due to gravity. You have to remember that in this equation you have AT squared plus BT plus C. And in our Suvat equation it is 1/2 AT squared. So 1/2 times the acceleration should be the A value. Now in this case, it is 8.32, so that's 1/2 A, so I'm getting an acceleration due to gravity of 16 point something. Now obviously that's not very good, but remember I did not know what the scale was, the height of my friend. I could go back and change it and fix that up. Typically though, you should know what the actual height is. So that's basically how you do your analysis. If you want to get fancy, you can start doing things like linearizing. so I can make a little room here and work my data a little bit. For example, I can add a new data column. So I'll do a new calculated column. Now it's 1/2 AT squared. So t, I want to square it, and then I'll be able to linearize it. So it's a new calculated column. So I'll go to my variables. Where is it? So it was time. So I want it to be t squared. And this will be, I'll call it time squared. There we go. Short name, t. Now I'm getting just fancy and wasting your time. And the units will be, seconds squared. Maybe I'll put in SEC. SEC, there you go. So done. So now I can instead look at t squared, and it should be linearized. Now this doesn't make any sense, although I'm not quite getting that linearization. So we might be talking here about what? Air friction, which makes things a lot more complicated. But if I insist on doing a linear fit, and perhaps the best linear fit would be in this area, maybe. And so I can do that and just do a linear fit of that section. If you want to change your data, you can select and grow this and take a look at what is going on. Okay, so you can take a look at, you can study, for example, air friction. Anyway, that's it for me.